Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about how to build the knowledge metaverse. In the next few minutes, I'll take you on a journey that shows you what you can do today in this environment. This is actually a short version of a presentation our chairman, Dan Giscard, did last month at the Asia Leadership Conference for a number of dignitaries and head of states. I'm going to talk about the future, how Merge XR can be used to eliminate your world by adding digital twin data and experiences. Spatial meetings. You can virtually, in the future, teleport yourself to a real place in real time to conduct multi-user remote spatial meetings. XR Campus. How you can experience the campus of the future with things like teleporting or mixing reality. XR-enabled cities, how this will impact citizens in our cities when it comes to decision or even how workers will be enabled by this. However, this time at E.ON, we did something different. We focus on seeing what's possible today, and that's what I'm going to do in the next few minutes to illustrate. To illustrate that, I will use 3 of our products. The first one is E.ON XR, which allows you to go from physical to digital in an XR educational content platform that does not require any coding and works on almost any device. So what is it doing? In short, what it does enables you to import data from 1.1 million data points that we have, or you create your own data by digitally copying them. And then once you do that, you bring them to life and inject knowledge in it. And once you have done that, then you are able to publish this to what 4 billion people have in their pockets today, which is a mobile device or a handset or anything you can think of. Okay, so that's the idea now, that it is used for education. But what people don't realize that it is not only education, it's also used for things like, for example, aerospace. So what we have here, we have multiple contracts with US Air Force that use this for training, etc. In this one, we are working with many companies like energy companies. One of them is in California. It is one of the world's largest energy companies, and they are using it for mitigating power failures, emitting heat waves, and other scenarios. We are also using it in the development world, and it's used for things like Tibet training, etc., for skill developments. And of course, we are using it for safety in pharmaceutical labs to prevent leaks in using what we call safety proximity warning system, which warns you if you are too close to something that can be dangerous or a leak environment. So that proximity sensor is triggered, you can hear that little vibration when it's happening. So those are some usages, but there are many, many more, as you will see here. We have people in Spain using it with robots for manufacturing, and also on how to train students to do just that. In the next one, we are also working with large hospitals in California that are using this for pediatric treatment to decrease stress and anxiety in patients when they are about to be treated or analyzed. In architecture, it is used to design for safety and security. And finally, in hospitality industry, to prevent injuries with safety proximity warnings. So those are some examples of what you can do for learning, both in industry and education with our XR product. How about the second one we call Merge XR? And there we go from digital to physical. So we are using AI-based knowledge injection that eliminates your physical world. So what does that mean? It means that I can scan and it takes literally a minute. Check out for this boiler, for example. It means that I can scan and it takes literally a minute. Once I do the scan, I take the copy, the digital copy, and match it in 3 points. And then go to the physical boiler. And then the physical boiler has annotation from the digital environment. And what you saw right there is a proximity sensor that was triggered in this environment. So what happens if I go walking to the physical one? The digital one will react when I'm coming too close and give me the proximity warning when there's danger. Now, one thing that you can see is all these various annotations. For example, the water pump control heating system that are in the digital twin. How did I put them there? Historically, we have to do it manually. So we have to actually click on that and then read with text to speech or voice to text and do that. Now, what we are doing with the Merge XR is something new, something different. We now have the ability to create those annotations using artificial intelligence. Let me show you how. So there is an example. That concert that you just heard, there is simultaneously triggering the 12 knowledge portals like image, memo, voice, translate, video, PDF, locate, identify, quiz, add button, and 3D scan. That instead of manually creating them, they have been generated. You wonder how. It's very simple. Actually, what we have done is that we integrated artificial intelligence. So when you hold your phone against that water pump control heating system, AI goes to work. We integrate it with Google, and then it recognizes and gives you a match of an image. So now you have an image match and you say, yes, that's correct. Even if you don't know what the name of it is, you recognize and you see that there is the same thing, and then that generates the text. Now, what can we do with this? You can do a lot of things. For example, here, you can use it for the boiler training. In the next slide, you can use it for information technology to communicate and see how to repair, for example, if your internet is down. In the transportation, you can also use it to maintain your vehicles or to get instructions about how to do it when something goes wrong. Or manufacturing process. Or agriculture, how to water your plants. Or in civic and social science in terms of museums and various activities. So it is endless. It is your imagination that put a stop to what you can do with the systems. So now I save the best for last. If you're familiar with Star Trek, that will really excite you. Perhaps you had this fantasy that you could teleport yourself from one location to the other. And I'm happy to share that now it is possible. You can teleport yourself with just the phone to a real place in real time, and together with your friends and colleagues, explore, discover converse by walking around, and interact with the whole surroundings. So now it is possible. Let me show you an example. This example is an operation room, and my colleague is on a street, and he had to step outside because this operation room is too big for his room. By the way, you can see the Amazon truck just passes by to show you it's real time. But what you see is the doctors. The doctor is in San Francisco. The lady there to the left is in Saudi Arabia. They're communicating with each other. They can invite other people. They can talk, they can explain, and they can switch scenarios. Another is a factory example. It's a good example of that you can enter in this space. What he did here, he went onto the street because the backyard wasn't big enough. And he physically walks around holding his phone and encounters other people that do the same. And the training master says, today we are going to do a training scenario in section C. And this is the scenario, and then they have to do it. And they actually practice that in the environment in real time, although they may not be in the same physical space today. So that's the power of spatial meeting. Now you are not limited to the 1.1 3D assets. You can also scan them, and the scanning is very easy. In this case, is Vesa Verde, is a location in Arizona for archaeology. And you can also teleport yourself to Catalonia for art and architecture lessons. It's possible. Okay, so that's spatial meetings, teleportings, group meetings, avatar customization, etc. That's all possible. Remember that you saw a lot of avatars. So when you enter special meetings, you can select the avatar. You can select the gender, age, or occupation, and then you walk around with your phone. If you walk, the avatar walks. If you turn, the avatar turns. If you point on your phone, then it's pointing. Those are generic avatars, but we shall now start to use personalized avatar. But we also do it to save lives. So here is a serious application. In an emergency setting like an accident, you are able to know how to give CPR. So here, the nurse actually recorded herself doing that and is now helping people to hands-on demonstrate what to do. So the ability to have a person, a real person, scan in a minute, also like this lady over here. Here is a personalized avatar. This is like this gentleman is actually by the window in a house. So now this is not just for fun or to increase the engagement from students, because students are creating most of the lessons experiences. So we now have a competition now for 10 million experiences between now and the next 12 months with prices for $50,000. So here you have got our academic partners whom we work globally. Dozens and dozens more have joined our community. You have got our industry customers. You have got Shell, you have got Boeing, you have got ExxonMobil, and so many others. Some use case studies here we're going to share. As you can see with COVID, after the post-COVID, it has an increase in users by 800%. It is increasing exponentially now. You have got here use cases and testimonials. I will send you this document and you can review it leisurely. So many of the experiences being shared by our partners here. The key benefit and ROI of using it. You can see here the data published by PwC Virtual Forbes World Economic Forum, giving the benefits of using XR education. You have got the ROI for our partners. The IP created belongs to you, and it can be monetized on our Eon marketplace. And you can get 70% if Eon sell it, and you get the 100% if you sell it. And the biggest benefit is ROI from increased student enrollment, retention, satisfaction, and engagement. And here you have got proven data from Oral Roberts University about the retention, satisfaction, and engagement, how it has improved after post-AVR. And of course, the post-cash contribution of $1.1 million from the additional grant, which I will talk later. You have got again here from Butte University. You have got in the industry proven results of how it is faster to train, and it is less, and it is cost savings generated. The benefits in productivity by using AVR tools, and how to get started now. You can apply for a grant, and we have got right now the Future Skills Grant Program, and you have got a 15 million consisting of an EOXR platform, Merge XR, and special meetings for 5,000 students and 750 workers interns upfront and hardware as per Eon XR Center equipment list. The grant covers year 1, year 2 to 5. You can get 98.534% co-investment partner option. And the only fee you have to pay is after Eon delivery of Eon XR Center, the applicant pays a one-time grant fee of 1.67% of this Eon XR Center value, that is $254,000. And when we do a grant, we apply for an additional grants. Once this letter offer is signed with the applicant, we secure an additional grant of $6.7 million, of which 1.3 will be provided to the applicant as a cash grant to expand the XR operation, and the balance goes over to Eon as the donation guarantee amount. You have got here the research program, which we can discuss later if you're interested. We have got the 7 steps here of the grant process. We have got the introduction meeting, which we are doing today, the application submission. Then you get the committee determinations. Once you have submitted your application, you have got it is reviewed by our GGP committee, and it is approved within 10 days. You will then be informed. You receive the certificate of approval, which you can see here, and it will indicate the amount of the grant being approved for the 5,000 students and 750 workers. And after that, we do a XR solution meeting, which is a deep dive with our experts. We give you a live demo of our platform, and you can see the benefits of our Eon XR Center for your institution. Then you receive the offer letter, which is you have got 45 days to approve or decline the offer letter. So you have 45 days to do a due diligence on Eon Reality and our Eon XR platform. And after it is signed, then we deliver and implement the Eon XR Center. Just to give you an idea of the application form, the online application, it is very easy to fill. You can see here, you can get the Future Skills Grant Guarantee Program. You have got the eligibility, how it works, the grant process, the review award, and evaluation criteria, and the scores. And here you apply, you just fill in the organization name, the address, all these details about yours. And then you have got others to select here. You just select the answer that applicable to you. You have got various, you just fill it in, and then once completed, you just submit it afterwards. So that's it for the program. And now, right now, we have got the global XR competition to build the meta knowledge, metaverse knowledge. So we are targeting 10 million experiences, starting with partners in 73 countries. You have got here what it means. So we have a competition for now, 10 million experiences between now and the next 12 months with prices for $50,000. And on that high note, if you want to learn more, you're welcome to join us anytime. Just reach out to us or directly to our CEO. His contacts are displayed here. Thank you so much for your attention and looking forward to working with you. Thank you. Bye.